A big day for politics in Illinois. The primary election is over, and we now know who will be going head-to-head this fall.
We have team coverage this morning breaking down all the big races.
But first, let's take a look at the race for governor. Incumbent J.B. Pritzker winning by a landslide against Beverly Miles. As of this morning, he had nearly 92% of the vote. And we now know who he's going to be taking on in this fall election. Darren Bailey. Here's a look at the numbers in that race, as you can see on your screen.
And we continue our team coverage with Dane Placco. This morning, he is downstate in Effingham, Illinois, with more on the Bailey campaign. Good morning, Dane.
Good morning. Yeah, there were about 300 very happy people here last night at the Effingham Holiday Inn Convention Center to cheer on State Senator Darren Bailey as he won that Republican nomination for governor in Illinois by a much larger margin than any of the polls had indicated. But what helped him win among Republicans may prove to be a tougher sell when it comes to the general election. Bailey pointed out that nobody gave him much of a shot when he announced he was running a year and a half ago, which is why he says he doesn't mind being the underdog going up against Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker. Now, Bailey framed out the contours of his battle plan against Pritzker during his victory speech last night, saying that Illinois has had enough of billionaire governors, or elites, as he called them, over and over. He said he represents a new Republican Party that's more interested in blue-collar workers than the so-called country club Republicans of the past. And he also acknowledged that he's likely to be heavily outspent by Pritzker in the general election, but said he'll make up for it with hard work on the campaign trail.
Friends, we know J.B. Pritzker will spend a lot of money trying to fool you by telling lies about me. But as an out-of-touch, trust fund, elitist billionaire, wasting money and trying to fool working people is actually what Pritzker does best. But the truth is that we know Illinoisans are smarter than his money and his lies.
Yeah, and during that speech, Bailey also made a point to call a shout out to Chicagoans and thank Chicago for getting a lot of votes. He did fairly well, especially in the suburbs of Chicago. And that's significant because he has not been so kind about Chicago in his remarks in the past. At one point on the campaign trail, calling Chicago a, quote, hellhole, and in the past sponsoring some legislation to separate Chicago from the rest of the state, saying the city's values don't match up with the values of downstate Illinois. However, he's now backing off of that a little bit and even laughed a little bit about it during the press Q&A afterwards, indicating that he's got possibly a few fences to mend when he comes up north looking for votes. Live in Effingham, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago. Anita, back to you.
All right.